So about 3 weeks ago, maybe I did a video where I talked about what have I been watching lately. I just kind of go through pretty much April through January, just to like what have I been doing. And I kind of wanted to do this monthly, where I go through each month, say what I've been watching. Carson Runquist. Uh, so yeah, we're just gonna do that. Tell you what I've been watching, maybe why I watched it, what I thought about it. I want to go away with the non 2020 blank rankings that we do at the end of every year because they take so long to make. They're so long that no one wants to watch them. I think these will be easier. They're easy videos to get out. So, and I love talking about movies, so let's do that. I don't remember where we left off. I think we maybe talked about a little bit of May, but if maybe you missed that video, we'll just go through all of May here. Kind of start it off now, so we don't have to start in June. So you can. So there's no like, if you missed something I watched, here it is. This is May. So, May 1st, we watched 3 whole movies, and these are not necessarily short movies. I mean, Spinal Tap is very short. It's like 80-something minutes. This is Spinal Tap is a mockumentary directed by Rob Reiner. It's actually his first feature film. And I liked it. It was pretty good. I don't think it's like the best comedy of all time, like some people think it is. I don't think it's the best Rob Reiner movie. I do think like Princess Bride and especially A Few Good Men are definitely better. Uh, but this was a good movie. Later that day, I watched The Good, the Bad, the Ugly on my phone at school. I watched this there too, but this one took like 82 minutes, I guess. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, though, is one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life. I kind of underranked it when I first saw it, but like thinking back, yeah, that movie's incredible. So it's definitely like in my top 20 now, probably. But just what a movie, man. And then later that day, I watched Argo with my dad. It won Best Picture, and I liked it. I haven't seen a lot of other like highly acclaimed 2012 movies. I mean, I think I've seen Perks of Being a Wallflower, but that's not like Oscar worthy, I guess. But this movie winning Best Picture, I can see it, but I think there are going to be some other movies in 2012 that I probably will watch in the future that I think Argo, you know. But yeah, later that evening, my mom and Brax were watching The Princess Diaries, so I caught the last half of The Princess Diaries, and I watched the first half on May 2nd. And I love that movie. I thought it was really, really good. It really thought about its plot, which a lot of movies don't do. Like it thought about the logistics of this girl being princess, and it thought about what everyone else would think about that. And it was a really solid film. It was really great. Then later that day, we saw Devil Wears Prada 2. It was good. I don't know. I don't think it's like the best movie ever, but like it's definitely not better than the first one. But it is a good movie. That yeah, if you like the first one, this one's you might not like it as much, but I don't know. I'm not really. I didn't grow up with the Devil Wears Prada, so I watched Kindergarten Cop on the 4th, and I liked it. It was just kind of a let's watch something kind of movie, and I did. I liked it. It was cute. The next day I watched What's Up Balloon to the Rescue for my 1000th movie. That's probably still wrong, because I wanted something funny. I either wanted something really good or really bad, and this movie's like 45 minutes long, so I was like, I can get through this. I barely did, and I hated it. But you know what? My 1000th watch. Dang it. I watched Jojo Rabbit on the 7th, I guess. I loved it. It was great, obviously. Great movie. And then later that day, I watched 13 Going on 30. I think I finished Jojo Rabbit, and then I watched 13 Going on 30 because I knew I wanted to watch this one because I had this recommended to me a lot. And it was on Netflix. I wanted to catch it before it probably was eventually going to leave. And I thought it was cute. I definitely think Jojo Rabbit was the highlight of that day. But the 8th, I watched Animal Farm in theaters. I hated it. I think it was bad, but it was more of a funny bad. You know, it's like, where do you get Seth Rogen as Napoleon? How do you get there? It was just stupid. But whatever. A fine theater experience. I probably should have just went and saw The Sheep Detectives. Later that day, I watched Princess Diaries 2. I also liked it. Not as much. It definitely has more problems, but Lily isn't the worst person ever. The next day, I watched Taken. I love Taken. I thought it was really cool. The best part about it is that it's short. It's straight to the point. It's like 90 minutes long. Girl gets taken, girl gets saved. There's no BS in the middle. Because if this was made today, this movie would have been like 2.5 hours long because it's just all the pander. It's like if Mission Impossible got to the point. And I love Mission Impossible, but it needs to get to the point. We watched I guess this is over in the next few days because I didn't watch anything for 6 whole days. I guess we like over that time period we watched the Tempest movie in class. I found out the other day it was nominated for an Oscar. I hate this movie. I hate it. It's so bad. It doesn't look good. And the performances, there are some performances that are okay, but like most of them are just bad. It's bad, man. The Proposal is a good movie. I guess I watched it the same day. I finished this movie and then watched this later. It was it was good. It was funny. It was cute. I liked this one. Good, cute movie. I went to see Top Gun. Whoa! I went to see Top Gun Maverick in theaters. Cried. I updated my score from an 8 to a 9. That could go up to a 10 in the future. It was really, really good. I guess we rewatched The Emperor's New Groove. Gave it the same score. I rewatched the Jumanji movies the same day as I watched Central Intelligence. So, both these scores kind of went down. This was like a 9, gave it to an 8. This was an 8, gave it to a 7 because I do think there are some pandering scenes. Central Intelligence was really funny. It was really, really good. Uh, it's just like I recommended this to my cousin whose favorite movie is Red Notice. I don't like Red Notice, but I knew he'd like this one, and he was like he watched a little bit of it that weekend we were there, and he loved it. Like he loved what he saw. He probably finished it by now, but he loved what he saw. He thought it was really great. Instant Family made me cry. Just what a movie, man. Then later that like if you haven't seen, I'm sorry I interrupted myself, but if you haven't seen this movie, go watch it. It's unbelievably good. 4 stars. Later that day, I watched Date Night with Steve Carell and Tina Fey. I knew that this was not going to be as good of a movie as like Instant Family, but it was still good. It was funny. It was a funny movie. I liked all the cameos in it. I rewatched The Great Gatsby in English class. I think it's probably a bit worse, but you know what? I don't really care. Nominated for Oscars and won 2 Oscars, I think. Uh, I don't really care. This is the day I think I got out of school, so to celebrate, we watched an R-rated movie. Me and my dad watched The Breakfast Club, and I think that if you're in high school, listen up, watch this movie. I don't care if you think you're too cool for movies like The Breakfast Club, you're wrong. Watch The Breakfast Club, you will not be disappointed. Like it is honestly the most important film I think I could recommend to a high schooler. That and maybe something like Good Will Hunting, where that's like really important dialogue. But like The Breakfast Club, you need to go see. Like it's unbelievable. It's on Netflix right now. I think I'm recording this. Saw The Mandalorian and Grogu in theaters the next day. I didn't really like it. It's kind of boring. It was like the worst way they could have brought Star Wars back to the big screen. I think I tried to make a review out of it, but like I couldn't get all the editing clips together for some reason, and it's just like it ended up being like 75% me driving to the movie theater, 25% me talking is like that wouldn't make a good review. I should get back to making reviews like sitting here, but I like doing them in the car. Just like right at the theater. What did I think? I did it for Project Hail Mary. Made it in like 3 minutes. It was done. I think it's raining outside. The drive home from Alabama we were with the cousin I told to watch this movie. I watched Mars Attacks because I was interested in it ever since I saw the Schaefer Ellis Tim Burton video. I was like, oh, that'd be a fun dad watch, and it was pretty bad. It was like a 5 out of 10. A lot of famous people, but like there's just so much problems with it. I watched Hot Rod a few days later, and that was funny. I like Hot Rod. Genuinely, there's not a lot wrong with it. I think some of the things it does aren't the best. You know, there's some movies like that. Then I watched The Breadwinner in theaters the next day. I liked that movie. I thought it was funny. And there was a part in that movie where a fully like grown man with like kids laughed. Like that was the most genuine laugh I've ever heard in a movie theater. It was yeah, I liked this movie. This was funny. I can see why people don't like it because if you don't like Nate Bargatze, you're not gonna like this movie because it is Nate Bargatze humor. But I do like Nate Bargatze, so I like this movie. Then later that day, watched The Godfather, obviously a masterpiece in filmmaking. Yeah, that's one of my new like top 15 movies. That's great. So yeah, that was my May watch. The video's kind of short. Like these videos are not going to be very long because I don't watch a movie every day. Of course, we started the year off with watching 3 movies in one, or the month off watching 3 movies in one day. We watched Jojo Rabbit 13 going on 30, which are not short movies necessarily in one day. We watched these 2 in one day. I don't know. I watched these 3 in one day. These in one day. You know, yeah. So I'm not like, and this is 3-hour movie I watched on the same day as this like 90-minute or 100-minute movie. So look at that. And guess watching. I'll see you guys in June for this other kind of video. This is the only video you're gonna watch for me. I have other movie videos, so go check those out. Yeah. Oh, also, by the way, if you got to this part of the video, you get I forgot to say this at the beginning. I'm doing a secret challenge, not secret. I'm doing a very tiring challenge next week. I need movies in the comments, so put your suggestions of movies that aren't in this video. You can check my letterbox. Movies I have not seen. You can search my watch list. Put movies I have not seen in the comments below. Your vote will be seen. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you then.